Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Sunday, June 4th, 2023. And I wanted to do a commentary today on a possible solution to Social Security and Medicare without the government having to cut any of the benefits. What you have here, Americans, is your so-called leaders or the people you voted in the Congress. Therefore, dumb American people again. See, I hate to use this word, but you give me no choice because all this problems has been caused by you and your ancestors. Like I said, a possible solution to Medicare and Social Security. Social Security was established by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, in 1935, and was supposed to be an old age pension. When it went into effect, there was already a bad thing there because they never figured out what the hell they were going to do with the old folks that they had. Okay. And so the fund had zero things in it, but how are you going to pay out immediately? My suggestion is for the next 3 fiscal years, 24, 25, and 26, keep Social Security the way it is right now. But immediately do a bill this year, if at all possible, and create what you called a social disability insurance or social disability, SI, or SIN, or SII, or social insurance, or SDI, pardon me, but you already got those. So whatever anachronism you want it, but it's a social disability. And for anybody who claims disability starting on January of 2027, they can claim on this fund. And from now till December 31st, 2026, everybody else is grandfathered in under the old system that we got now. Okay? So starting in now, if Congress passed this bill this year, I would say that you would start a disability fund at 6.2%, because that is the Social Security amount you are deducting. Okay? And the employer also 6.2. And then you have another 1.45 for disability insurance. Okay? And what the disability, the social disability would be for the rate of insurance that you would be paying at Social Security at age 65 when you get your Social Security. And the social insurance would be to cover any expenses that you have between your age that you got disabled and Medicare when you turn 65. It's a stopgap measure, but you need these other two funds. So another 6.2 and another 1.5 that you deduct with that. And I know it's another tax, but this is a good tax if you use it right. Okay, because you have these people here that are going to be disabled. Because remember, the baby boomer generation is getting old. And, in 1964, well, it'll be 2029 before the last baby boomer is at age 65. Okay, so if you take you take somebody born in 1964, and you add 65 years to it, it's 2029. So therefore, those baby boomers are going to be probably grandfathered into the old system under the disability. So what I would do is I would take anybody that's born 1965 and better, becomes on this new system in 2027. So you pay the 1.45 on your disability, on your paycheck that you have right now that you're still paying. And when you become disabled, you go on this system. And you get the same amount that you would for Social Security. And that, the 6.2 there. And that's all these funds are allowed. For those people who are born in 1965 and onward that need disability before they reach age 65. And Medicare. So this is a special Medicare program, not administered by CMS, but not part of Medicare for the old folks, we grandfathered people. And the ones who turn Social Security at their age, and it'll be a long time before they do that. They still have to pay into Social Security, but there'll be some Social Security left for them if we do this, because the Social Security fund will be avoided from all these other guys. So the fund will be growing because there'll be less of us that are drawing from it. See what I mean, Americans? And your population is dwindling, so you got to do something about that too. But this is a stopgap measure. There's still a lot more to do on this. This is just an outline. If I can get a congressman to sponsor this bill, and I'm going to try this week to call a few of them and see if they're interested in it, because we need to set up a counter-offensive against the Social Security disaster that we're looking at right now, and the Medicare disaster that we're looking at. Because when you established Social Security in 1935, it was meant for old age pension. And when you established Medicare in 1965, it was meant for insurance for the old folks. Okay? But you treated those a lot differently. You put people like me with disability, and I'm drawing Medicare. Yeah. Really, I should have been on another fund, not the Social Security fund for disability for my monthly payment and Medicare for expenses. Sure, you get the $164 here that and you still do that for the other guys too. Okay, you draw the 164 out there. But then we could do something on the other side, the federal and the state level, otherwise known as Medicaid. We still have to do a bill on that one too, to make the states be a little bit more responsible, and it doesn't hit that system as hard as Medicaid has been hitting the states and the federal government. And people, you have used this funds for different things. Look what happened on the pandemic. You had to use it, and now there's going to be millions of people coming off that Medicaid thing coming up starting this year because your Medicaid pandemic is gone. So see, that's a stopgap measure doesn't work. You have to figure long term. What do you say, Americans? I know I try to make it as basic as I could here to tell you, but there's a lot more to this that we have to look at. And you have to make sure that your congressmen and senators look at these kind of bills and, we have to look at them. There's a lot of loopholes here that we have to take care of, and there's a lot of other things. And sure, don't treat it as a tax. Treat it as a save you down the line bill. Saves Social Security, saves you for disability, so you don't have a default on disability. What do you say? This is your favorite alien saying, do anybody agree that we should do a bill on this? Thank you.